look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time. And he got his respect, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. They'll set up to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense. I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, McCarthy steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it now.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he hit the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
On first down, Shipley, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Fighting to stay upright. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is on target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 113 yards.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. McCarthy. It's brought in by Wilson. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 44 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Back to throw. McCarthy. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. Now they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week, so this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. Here now, 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The Giants at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Morris. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The result of first down is a quick slant gets him 14.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
They'll look to throw again.
That's complete to Shipley.
No gain on the play. And it'll be second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 47 yards.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The New York set to take the field. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Off the play fake. McCarthy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. They'll try the left side. Shipley. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Shipley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
In motion left is Wilson. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up with a very good clip.
And he's brought down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. On first down, McCarthy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no return here. Where will they spot him? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Up the middle they go. Shipley. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 1st and 10, McCarthy. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And that'll bring them back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and they are second.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Dancing to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCarthy.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Off play action. McCarthy. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On the slant, here's Collins. First target, first catch, and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Now a handoff up the middle. Shipley, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. On the move past the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. There's plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now out come the Giants. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Giants on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Can feel pretty good as a defense.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Man in motion left. That's Collins. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ball start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Infraction, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
On 2nd down now, Shipley, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They'll run on 1st down. Shipley, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From a yard out.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Defense.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Shipley, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point safely through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw again, McCarthy. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. So a change of possession here on the punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
69 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake. McCarthy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Here's a diving catch right side. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just...